I think we're dropping. I'm going to start the video. Off the North African coast, an arid expanse of the Mediterranean Sea plays host to opposing forces as they battle it out for control of the sea. Amongst these sun-blasted islands, where enemy fire isn't the only bad way to die, only one team will triumph. This is Tears of the Desert. Tears of the Desert is a 42 by 42 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running in a line from northwest to southeast. The A cap is in the top left corner, B is in the center, and C is in the bottom right. Once a map that elicited a lot of grumbling and gnashing of teeth, Tears of the Desert has transformed into one of the more enjoyable maps to play in competitive modes. Capture Area A has just enough island cover nearby for teams to sneak in a radar cruiser and cover the cap circle. It's common to see cruisers attempting to flank the cap by sailing to the extreme northwestern corner, and makes this entire quadrant of the battlefield an area to watch for big plays. In the center, Cap B has superb island cover near the middle of the circle that allows destroyers to set up camp and capture or contest the area. Cruisers or destroyers who hug this island can generally be spotted by aircraft, but landing shells on them is very challenging until teams are able to push forces into the corners of the map. Cap C is very similar to Cap A on the opposite side of the map. The picket line of islands that separates B and C make pushing in force from one cap to the other very challenging. Tears has come a long way from being one of the most hated maps in the game to one of the most balanced. It's a map that favors smart destroyer captains, good cruiser positioning, and heads-up battleship play. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Tears of the Desert.
Dude, Raptor?
Yes,
we
sir.
have Hakuryu versus Hakuryu. First time I think this tournament we've had two Hakuryus.
I don't think we've seen this much. Well, here we are in Tears of the Desert. Buenos noches going Hakuryu, Montana, Yamato, Des Moines, Double Henri, Stalingrad. Haven't seen one of those in a few games. And again, Double Destroyer, Gearing Grozavoy.
And SCCC saying, screw those destroyers. We don't need those. We don't need their kind. We've got Hakuryu, Conquer Republic, Booster, Minotaur, and Quadruple Henri. So let's see if SCCC can do essentially what PSV could not do.
We don't serve your kind here. Take your destroyers and get out.
That's right.
Now,
take your destroyers elsewhere.
Now, Zath, I have to point something else out before we get too far into this game. For the first time that I can ever think of in King of the Sea play, every single Tier 10 battleship in this match is a different ship.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Look at you finding all these cool things.
Well, I mean, I can't think of that ever having happened before. We occasionally used to see occur first, but that hasn't happened. We almost never saw Conqueror, but now here we are again, SCCC running a Conqueror, PSV running a Conqueror. I saw PWP yesterday running a Conqueror. So, yeah. Anyways, early going. Go ahead.
Interesting to note on SCCC side, both flanks, they are already started using hydroacoustic search, and I guess it makes sense if you're rotating through hydros, but I mean, you're not going to find destroyer torps for another minute or something, I would imagine.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. BN pushing that destroyer advantage to his maximum. Time to metal, smoking Kamieki's Des Moines right into the B cap. Kamieki will either stop at the end of the smoke. Nope, he's going to head straight for that island in B. As Jaime Mendoza works the top end of the C cap with his Grozavoy, he will also be moving out very shortly to a cap advantage. Buenos noches, we see starting off very much like 07, just putting a lot of pressure on SCCC. Go ahead.
Well, we have all 4 Henris pushing together. This is a sight to behold over here, guys. They are pushing together in a line. I'm going to a top-down view right now so you can see just how beautiful this formation is. I mean, are you seeing this on your side?
No, we have no eyes. We know approximately where they were. They're on the 2 lines somewhere. There was a fighter group that had them spotted, but we can't see them.
So clearly they are set to be the hammer, and we've got the Minotaur, Wooster, Conqueror as the anvil over there.
Jake, we see them steaming into the A cap now. We only see 2 of them though. We see Jake and Dan's legs right into the A cap. Kamieki has a great flanking position on them with his Des Moines, but all of the Henris opening up on Kami. He's going to need Jaime's smoke again. That's not Jaime, that's Time to Metal, but he's going to need smoke again as soon as he can get it. Yep, all 4 Henris now sitting in the A cap. Poor Kami is going to burn for a while, kids.
That's the whole point of this push.
I'm surprised to see him continue firing because they're gonna wipe him off. Here comes the AP bombs. they're going to wipe him out in seconds. Yep. Big hit from the AP. Drops him under 4K as he's healing, but it's not going to be enough. The Henris are going to polish him off here before we get to the 5-minute mark of the match.
Yep.
There he goes.
Wow.
First blood going to SCCC here on Tears of the Desert. The concentrated firepower of quadruple Henri unleashed.
What's Republique?
Yeah, I know, right?
Just in case you needed any more French.
Indeed, right? Well, and we see the Montana Henri that that BN has left up there having to kite.
Kaiser Kraken just took a big hit from Agayan over there with the Republique. And yes, John the Impaler has been chosen for deletion next.
Well, we'll see, but that is a tremendous amount of firepower that they're going to be throwing at John for a while. It's not like he can go dark. They'll just put some planes up and keep him spotted. The best he can do is just keep running and do his thing, but he's definitely going to burn.
Meanwhile, I'm checking in on the other group, Fuzzballs, Fryce, and Feifei. Of course, they are definitely kiting away, but they're all pretty healthy so far.
They are indeed. Well, we see the Grozavoy and C. That's Jaime Mendoza. We see him making. He's trying to cut across the middle of the map and head to B. I think they're rotating Time to Metal's gearing up to try and interpose him and his torpedoes between John and this wall of Henris. John is just getting hammered. There's some AP bombs coming in from Mush.
Yeah.
John turning broadside now. I kind of question this because surely they're gonna come up with the AP and the reload booster, but the second AP strike doesn't materialize. Montana's AA holds up at least that far.
Looks like Indiox on the BN side is using the 4-drop torpedoes, the ones from longer range.
Well, they've already turned around Sasha's Stalingrad and Takueri's Yamato. They're basically going to leave Jaime and Biogrip to handle C while they turn some of these ships around and go deal with the Henri push. I think they're going to lose John eventually, although the Henris seem to have shifted their fire to Kaiser Kraken for the moment.
Well, John isn't detected, so yes.
Oh, he's dark. Interesting.
Yeah, and he just got spotted by the Kuryu.
Yep. He's spotted now, so he opens fire again. Ooh, good hit on one of the Henris there. Not sure who that was. Jake from State Farm taking some damage. They're obviously rotating their Hydro, but I don't think they can dodge all of these gearing torps. Jake's going to take at least one. One of midships there. Yeah. SFNL took one in the bow. He's going to take two. That might be Jake into Jake's day. It is.
That is.
Time to Metal Lancers their first kill with a kill of their own. Gearing torps taking Jake from State Farm off the match. They move out to about a 200-point lead.
The irony is he would have been fine if he just kept on backing up, but he decided to go forward instead. That's okay, though. Montana's gone.
Indeed. SCCC answers again with a Montana kill of their own. Who is in B, Zath? That has to be Fryce's Minotaur.
It is indeed.
Well, they're so busy reacting to this massive Henri push. They've kind of pulled back from B. I don't see them being able to do anything about it. Biogrip looks like he got hammered. Look at him down to 10K or so, pulling back into the C-cap.
Yep. Meanwhile, SFNL just dies. So that leaves only 2 Henris plus the Republique now for their big push.
Indeed.
Not as strong.
Nope. The Henri push starting to falter here as half of it is dissolved on the exterior, on the northern edge of the A-cap. Stalingrad trading shots with the Republique now. I think if I'm BN, I feel a little more comfortable now that I've dealt with this massive wall of Henris. I'm probably trying to angle and get back in. Takueri takes a pot shot at Fryce, who is detected in the B cap. Have to tell us how those shots land, Zath. We don't see them.
They landed, but they didn't
Nothing.
hit
They didn't hit anything. You're right. Fryce is leaving now. Time to Metal pulling back to the south, looking like he's going to get back onto the cap here momentarily. BN
Grip is getting AP bombed. And that's it for him.
AP bombed right off the board.
Someone clip that.
That's right.
Jeez.
SCCC up a kill, up a cap. BN will be responding momentarily. Time to Metal will be back on the B cap here in the middle in probably the next 15 to 20 seconds. The Henris have turned their anger to Takuari's Yamato. Does Fuzzy Collie have his Hydro running, Zath?
Hasn't been running for a little bit.
Now,
I haven't seen him pop it.
That may turn out to be a bad decision for him. Time to Metal's second salvo is coming in on him right now. Or there's a double salvo, I should say.
Yeah, and they are spotted now. He's going to take one.
Time to Metal.
Right.
Time to Metal smoking at the top of the B cap. B still occupied by Fryce's Minotaur somewhere. We don't have eyes on Fryce.
Yep. And meanwhile, Feifei uses his radar. He's in the island at B cap.
Ooh, that's who it is.
Time to Metal being detected.
They stuck Feifei in there when we weren't looking. We didn't know where he was. And Dan's Legs, the other one of the other Henris, pushing back across the middle of the map to get shots on Time to Metal as well.
Taxiwari took a big hit.
You know, Zath, one of the things that we continue to see time and time again this tournament is ships in positions that they were not expected. And some of that, in my opinion, is a direct result of the fact that CV spotting is much more challenging. It's not everywhere and omnipresent the way it used to be.
Yep. Taxiwari taking another big hit now. He's on his way out.
Takuari down to 3K. Surely these Henri shells will bag him eventually. That will put SCCC on a two-ship lead if it lands. He's going out. He's got torpedoes coming in.
Yeah.
He's out.
Torps.
Yeah, he's out.
Bang.
SCCC moves out to their first lead of the game on the strength of their cap and ship advantage here on Tears of the Desert.
Yep. Call now being told for Fuzzy Collie and Agayan to turn the ships around and go deal with Kaiser Kraken.
Well, they're collapsing back in the middle, and that's really the right play for SCCC here. I really don't think that Buenos Noches is going to be able to do very much. They're way down on health. They have no battleships remaining. The best they can do, they're going to put Time to Metal back into the top end of the B cap. He's going to climb back into that smoke he left behind earlier. That's at least going to hold the points game where it is. 70 points between these two teams. That will steadily hold for now. A Kuryu AP bombs going in on Dan's Legs. Doesn't look like he got anything out of him, though. Yeah, I didn't see anything there.
It looked like he waited too long. The way they...
Trying for Fryce's Minotaur now. Nope. No dice on Fryce's Minotaur either. That drop was all over the place. Minotaur says no. AA solid.
Yeah, you have to be really good at dropping those bombs. You have a very limited window to drop for penetration. Speaking of penetration, Dan's Legs just got hit hard.
Must be the Stalingrad to his south. Dan ran aground. The Stalin had a decent angle on him. Certainly with the pen you can get out of the Stalingrad.
That makes it 3 for 3 for the Notzer maneuver.
Jaime now trading AP with Fryce's Minotaur. Fryce having to smoke and heal. He's going to put some damage into Jaime, but not before Jaime's going to get away and smoke himself. Rocket strike going in on the Minotaur. A few of those hit.
Yep.
Sasha's radaring now. They've got Fryce caught in smoke, but they don't really have anybody in a position to see him or get any shots on him. Jaime's the only one.
Time to Metal's going down.
Yes, he is.
There
they must have radared him.
Yep, Feifei radared, and Kaiser Kraken now detected again.
I don't see a way back for BN now, Zath. I just don't see it. They're 3 ships
Kaiser
down.
Kraken's getting bombed. And he's gone.
A Curry OP bomb's doing nasty things once again. SCCC comes in with the GG. As they bag the Stalingrad as well. And now there's 15 seconds on the clock. That's all over. SCCC winning Game 1 here in the quarterfinals in convincing fashion. Defeating Buenos Noches. Now, Jaime does bag Fryce in the smoke, but it's not going to make a difference.
No.
I mean, a Hakuryu and a Grozovoi are not going to win this game. AP bomb drop going in on the Conqueror. I'm curious to see what he thinks he can get out of that. Virtually nothing.
That's the second drop on him. Yeah.
Virtually nothing. I mean, now coming out of the smoke, leaving torpedoes behind for fuzzballs, but there's only 15 seconds on the timer. Just don't think it's going to matter.
Nope. So this is probably what PSV was trying to accomplish, or
no, I don't think so.
Wanted to accomplish.
Maybe.
No, actually, yeah, you're right, because they didn't deploy their Henris on
right.
the same side.
They never put their Henris on the same side of the map. They took 4 Henris, but they went for a split. This is completely different, what we're seeing here out of SCCC. Now, the other thing that I think we probably didn't mention, but is worth noting, they put 5 ships together for a hard A push. Every single ship had an engine boost. So what do you bet they get lined up to make that push? Everybody's on the engine boost, and off they go. And they make it at like 43 knots or whatever it is.